you ever wondered if a man is truly crazy about you? Sometimes words aren't enough and actions speak louder than anything he could say. Today we're diving into the subtle psychological tricks men use when they're head over heels in love. These aren't just random gestures, they're signs rooted in deep emotion and genuine affection. By the end of this video, you'll be able to spot these hidden signals and understand what they really mean. Let's start by exploring the first sign that reveals a man's true feelings. One of the most telling signs a man is crazy about you is when he subconsciously mirrors your actions. This could be as simple as matching your posture using similar phrases or even adopting your hand gestures. Mirroring is a psychological trick that signals deep connection and attraction. It's his way of saying, "I'm in sync with you," without uttering a word. Next time you're together, notice if he starts to reflect your body language. It's a subtle but powerful indicator of his feeling. When a man is truly interested, he pays close attention to the little things you say. He'll remember your favorite coffee order, the story about your childhood pet, or even the date of your big presentation. This attention to detail isn't accidental, it's a psychological trick that shows he values you and wants to make you feel special. If you notice him bringing up things you mentioned in passing, it's a clear sign he's invested in you. Physical touch is a powerful way men express affection. If he finds excuses to touch your hand, brush your arm, or sit close to you, it's more than just coincidence. These small gestures are his way of building intimacy and showing he's comfortable around you. It's a subconscious trick that helps strengthen your bond and signals his romantic interest. Notice how often he initiates these moments, they're telling signs of his feeling. Man who's crazy about you will naturally want to protect you. This doesn't mean grand gestures. It could be as simple as walking on the outside of the sidewalk, making sure you get home safely, or offering his jacket when it's cold. These protective actions are deeply rooted in his psychology and show that he cares about your well-being. It's his way of demonstrating love through action rather than words. When a man is truly invested, your happiness becomes his priority. He'll go out of his way to make you smile, whether it's planning a surprise, listening when you need to talk, or simply being supportive during tough times. This psychological trick is all about putting your needs first and showing that your joy matters to him. If he's always looking for ways to lift your spirits, it's a strong sign of his affection. Even the most confident men can get a little nervous around someone they truly care about. You might notice him fidgeting, stumbling over words, or blushing when you're near. This nervous energy is a psychological sign that he's emotionally invested and wants to make a good impression. It's his way of showing vulnerability, which is a big indicator of genuine affection. A man who's crazy about you will naturally include you in his future plans. Whether it's talking about upcoming events, vacations, or even long-term goals, he wants you to be a part of his life. This psychological trick shows he's thinking long-term and sees you as more than just a fleeting interest. Pay attention to how often he talks about the future with you in it. Genuine compliments are a clear sign of affection. When a man is crazy about you, he'll notice the little things, your smile, your laugh, or the way you handle challenges. His compliments go beyond surface-level flattery and show that he truly appreciates who you are. This psychological trick helps build your confidence and strengthens your connection. Opening up about personal experiences is a big step for many men. If he shares stories about his past, dreams, or fears, it's a psychological trick that shows trust and emotional intimacy. He wants you to know the real him and feel safe being vulnerable around you. This level of openness is a strong indicator of deep affection. A man who's truly interested will support your ambitions and encourage your growth. Whether it's cheering you on at work, helping you prepare for an important event, or simply believing in your dreams, his support is a psychological trick that shows he's invested in your happiness. He wants to see you succeed and be a part of your journey. Subtle jealousy can be a sign that a man cares deeply about you. He might not openly admit it, but you'll notice small changes in his behavior when you mention other guys or spend time with friends. This psychological trick isn't about control, it's a natural response when someone values your attention and wants to be close to you. When a man is truly crazy about you, he'll make sacrifices for your happiness. This could mean adjusting his schedule, giving up something he enjoys, or going out of his way to help you. These sacrifices are a psychological trick that shows he's willing to put your needs above his own, which is a powerful sign of love and commitment. Laughter is a universal sign of connection. If a man laughs at your jokes, even the not-so-funny ones, it's a psychological trick that shows he enjoys your company and wants to make you feel good. His laughter is a way of building rapport and deepening your bond, even in the simplest moments. When a man is crazy about you, he'll go out of his way to impress you. This could mean dressing up, sharing his achievements, or showing off his skills. These efforts are a psychological trick to gain your admiration and show that he's someone worth your attention. It's his way of standing out and making you notice him. Active listening is a powerful psychological trick. If a man is truly interested, he'll listen closely to what you say, ask follow-up questions, and remember important details. This level of attention shows he values your thoughts and wants to connect on a deeper level. It's a clear sign that he's emotionally invested in you. Humor is a great way to build connection. If a man goes out of his way to make you laugh, it's a psychological trick that shows he wants to see you happy and enjoys your company. Whether it's telling jokes, sharing funny stories, or just being playful, his efforts are a sign of affection. When a man is crazy about you, your opinion matters to him. He'll seek your advice, ask for your thoughts, and genuinely consider your perspective. This psychological trick shows he respects you and wants you to be involved in his decisions. It's a sign of deep admiration and trust. Consistency is key in any relationship. If a man is always there for you, whether it's showing up on time, keeping his promises, or being reliable, it's a psychological trick that shows he's serious about you. His consistency builds trust and demonstrates his commitment to your relationship. A man who's crazy about you will notice even the smallest changes in your mood. He'll pick up on when you're feeling down or excited and respond with empathy and care. This psychological trick shows he's attuned to your emotions and wants to be there for you no matter what. Introducing you to his friends is a big step for many men. It's a psychological trick that shows he's proud to have you in his life and wants you to be part of his social circle. This gesture signals that he sees a future with you and values your presence. No matter how busy he is, a man who's crazy about you will make time for you. This psychological trick shows that you're a priority in his life. Whether it's a quick call, a lunch date, or spending the weekend together, his efforts to be with you speak volumes about his feelings. Respect is the foundation of any strong relationship. If a man treats you with kindness, listens to your boundaries, and values your opinions, it's a psychological trick that shows he truly cares. His respect for you is a sign of deep affection and genuine interest. Trying new experiences together is a sign of a man's interest. Whether it's a new restaurant, a hobby, or an adventure, his willingness to step out of his comfort zone is a psychological trick that shows he wants to create memories with you. It's his way of building a deeper connection. Public displays of affection like holding hands or putting his arm around you are psychological tricks that show he's proud to be with you. He wants the world to know you're together and isn't afraid to show his feelings openly. These gestures are strong indicators of his love. Sincere apologies are a sign of maturity and care. If a man is willing to admit when he's wrong and make amends, it's a psychological trick that shows he values your relationship more than his ego. His willingness to apologize is a sign of deep respect and affection. When a man is crazy about you, he'll want to share his passions and interests. Whether it's a favorite sport, hobby, or music, inviting you into his world is a psychological trick that shows he wants you to know him deeply. It's a way of building intimacy and connection. Standing up for you, whether in public or private, is a psychological trick that shows a man's loyalty and affection. He wants you to feel safe and supported and isn't afraid to defend you if needed. This protective instinct is a clear sign of his deep feelings. A man who's crazy about you will notice and appreciate the efforts you make, whether it's your appearance, your work, or the little things you do for him. This psychological trick shows he values you and doesn't take you for granted. His appreciation is a sign of genuine affection. Opening up about fears, insecurities, or past struggles is a psychological trick that shows a man's trust in you. He feels safe enough to be vulnerable, which is a strong indicator of deep emotional connection. This level of openness is rare and meaningful. Surprising you with thoughtful gestures, gifts, or plans is a psychological trick that shows a man's desire to make you happy. These surprises don't have to be grand, they just need to show that he's thinking about you and wants to brighten your day. A man who's crazy about you will adapt to your needs and preferences. Whether it's changing plans, adjusting his behavior, or being flexible, this psychological trick shows he's willing to compromise for your happiness. His adaptability is a sign of commitment. Remembering birthdays, anniversaries, or special occasions is a psychological trick that shows a man's attention to detail and care for you. He wants to make you feel valued and cherished, and remembering these dates is a simple but meaningful way to do that. A man who's truly crazy about you will encourage your independence and support your personal growth. He's not threatened by your success or autonomy, instead, he celebrates it. This psychological trick shows he wants you to thrive both together and individually. If a man misses you when you're not around and tells you so, it's a psychological trick that shows he values your presence. His longing for you is a sign of deep affection and a desire to be close, even when you're apart. Sharing achievements and good news with you is a psychological trick that shows a man wants you to be part of his happiness. He values your support and wants to celebrate milestones together, strengthening your bond. A man who's crazy about you will remember your likes and dislikes, from your favorite food to your preferred movie genre. This psychological trick shows he pays attention and wants to make you happy by catering to your preferences. Patience is a sign of deep affection. If a man is willing to wait, listen, and give you space when needed, it's a psychological trick that shows he respects your pace and values your comfort in the relationship. Complimenting your style, noticing when you change your hair, or appreciating your fashion choices are psychological tricks that show a man's attention to detail. He wants you to know he's paying attention and admires your uniqueness. Honesty is a foundation of trust. If a man is open and truthful even when it's difficult, it's a psychological trick that shows he values your relationship and wants to build a strong, lasting connection. Offering solutions or helping you through challenges is a psychological trick that shows a man's desire to support you. He wants to be your partner in both good times and bad, showing his commitment to your well-being. Including you in decisions, big or small, is a psychological trick that shows a man values your partnership. He wants your input and sees you as an equal in the relationship, which is a sign of respect and affection. Being there for you during difficult moments is a psychological trick that shows a man's loyalty and care. He wants to support you, no matter what, and his presence during tough times is a true sign of love. A man who's crazy about you will celebrate your successes, big or small. This psychological trick shows he's genuinely happy for you and wants to share in your joy. His enthusiasm for your achievements is a sign of deep affection. Now that you know these psychological tricks, you'll be able to recognize when a man is truly crazy about you. Remember, it's not always about grand gestures. Sometimes the smallest actions reveal the deepest feelings. Pay attention to these signs and you'll gain a better understanding of his heart. True affection is shown through consistent, caring behavior, and when you see these signs, you can be sure his feelings are genuine.